this is where we came out before. It doesn't look all that different. I just hope everywhere else is the same.
That's very naive of you, Inori, to think that. Merukimon just told us that Central Town was taken over by Titans. There's no way Central Town is the same. There's like a 0% chance of that happening, because if the Titans would just leave Central Town the way it was, there wouldn't be a conflict with them in the first place.
I can hardly believe it's been 8 whole years.
And also, the reason it doesn't look any different in Ori is we are underground. Unless they would have a reason to go underground, of course it's not gonna change. It's the same in the human world. Like, that's why we have like sewer systems and catacombs that are look exactly the same as they did all those years ago from when they were first made, because no one goes down there. No one bothers to crawl underground.
We need to check on the occupied villages and see if we can negotiate with the Titans. And we gotta find that Digimon healer. Going to the town's tavern to gather information is probably our best bet. Yeah. Well, I sure hope we can talk things out. Hurting each other like this won't make anyone happy.
There are some people that find joy in hurting people, so there's still probably someone out there that, if we had a ceasefire, would not be able to be happy unless they cause pain. Metamorphosis. Anywho, let's change our outfits because, we're gonna explore, so we might as well change. So let us be in you know burger shirt. I mean, there's no way they won't listen to our ceasefire when I have a burger shirt. Everyone likes burgers. Maybe not the same way, but everyone likes burgers, so they would be a good way to find a common ground with the Titans. Like, hey, you like burgers? How do you like your burgers? Ah, interesting. I like my burgers this way. And then we start the ceasefire that way by talking about food. I guess you'll be in your normal outfit, Inori. And Agiamon does not need to be in an outfit because we're in the digital world. Right, this is the team I wanted to go with. But yeah, I already know which Digimons can digivolve into the DLC mons, and I will strive to get them. Though I am aware that the majority of the DLC Digimons require me to be rank 8 to digivolve into with my agent rank. So at most, when I get there, I'll only be able to get 2 of them. And then I'll have to wait till I get access to agent rank 8. Then I'll be able to get the remainder 4 that were added to the DLC. Because how far am I away from 7? Yeah, I just became 6, so I am very far away from Mega Digimons. Like, really far away. Climbing up the stairs. Behold, so many goblins and toys and all that.
Is this really Central Town? Are these all Titans?
Obviously, Aegeomon. Do you guys not remember hearing what Merukimon said?
This town really has changed.
Inori just being too naive right now to expect that nothing changed. when we already know it's ruled by Titans? Of course it changed. What do you mean I can't walk by here? I don't understand when games do this. Clearly, the model of my character can fit between the trash bags and Volcamon's arm. But for some reason, the game's coding go, nah man, you can't fit through here. Even though, you see this, I should be able to fit through. But games just like being illogical. Hang on, I want to try to mimic that again because it was a little bit of, nah. Come on, come on. There we go. Not sure if anyone caught it, but we were. Just like a split second, we saw the inside of the protagonist's face. So, although Halloween was like 2 months ago from when I had the stream, but still, ooh. See the inside of the protagonist's face. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk to you, Digimon. You don't even have a hammer. How can I trust that you'll be able to craft anything? You're not even using the anvil. I ain't talking to you, you phony Smithy. Who knew Solarmon was evil? Ba-ba-ba-bum. So many slugs and poop. That's all you're gonna say, Sukamon? Just, hey, listen. Who do you think you are, Navi from Ocarina of Time? Yeah, no. Platinum Numon. He's now out in the open. Wait till the Bearmon Brothers hears this, that Platinum Numon is now out in the open. He can get so many of the Platinum Necklace.
Looks pretty much the same as the rest of town. Think any of these Titans will hear us out?
Probably, probably not.
Let's try and do what we can. Just talking to one almost turned into a fight.
Makes sense.
What do we do? Hello there! Nice to meet you. You appear to be new faces around these parts.
Yeah, this spelling is atrocious. The fact that they're calling her Lanamon. She's supposed to be Ranamon. Because, you know, she's supposed to be like a human frog. And frogs in Spanish or Italian or one of the Latin languages is Rana, not Lana. Lana is a human name. So this spelling here is just bad. I know there's no separation between L and R in Japanese, but when they translate a name, they really should look up the origin of the thing they're translating to be like, oh, name origins. Rana, which means frog. To be like, oh, the origin of the name is Rana, which means frog. Does that mean I'm supposed to say Ranamon? Nah, I'm supposed to put Lanamon because Lana can somehow magically be frog in Latin. Like, no. I don't like this spelling, just the same as Raidramon being called Lightramon.
Where are you from?
We're from a place when they don't know the difference between L and R.
Huh?
The translator's office of Time Stranger.
Oh,
Oh, come now. No need to be so surprised. I'm Lanamon.
I understand the actress just read the script she was given, but that's really bad when even the voice directors, when after having the voice actors read the line, Lanamon doesn't see does not hear, like, wait a minute, she read Lana. Oh, the translator screwed up.
And since I'm drinking all by my lonesome today, I was looking for someone to talk to.
That's a bit suspicious.
We're...
I see. So, you're looking to negotiate, and you're in search of a certain Digimon, are you?
Did we really have to tell her everything, though? Couldn't we have told her one of the things? Like, I don't know, only tell Lanamon that we're here for ceasefire, but ask another Digimon about the healer? Why did we relay all of the information to Ranamon over here? I know I said Lana before, bad Yuki. I'll go in the corner and ponder upon my mistakes of saying Lanamon is our Ranamon. Do you think the land the Titans conquered can be reclaimed? Who can we negotiate with to end the fighting? Let's say that one.
Well, you can hardly expect me to have answers right off the top of my head.
I mean, you could just literally just say who's the boss of the Titans. That's simple as that. It doesn't have to be the truth that's the one we need to negotiate to, but you can just say who your boss is. And then we go over there, try to talk to them, and if they don't want to listen, no, we get our rares handed to us. But if they listen, hey, we succeed with the ceasefire. Instead of going like, I don't know. Like, you know, Ranamon. All you Titans have one leader that you serve under. It's Plutomon, who Titamon himself mentioned, like, at one point. Like, I think Titamon name-dropped Plutomon right before you fought him and he absorbed the power, I think. That's when he name-dropped Plutomon. Well, you could have just said Plutomon, Ranamon.
But I suppose I can offer you a bit of help.
Really?
You see, not all Titans are fond of this prickly atmosphere we have going on right now.
You sure about that?
Some of them simply want to enjoy their lives. Like, well, me, for example. If I can fill my days with fun chats like this one right now, that's enough for me.
If you say so, Ranamon.
So not all Titans are the same.
I mean, that was a gross generalization to think that they were all the same.
Why would we be? You know, the more we talk, I'm beginning to realize that you folks don't know nearly enough about Titans.
Of course we don't. Because whenever we encounter Titans, they just want to punch our face.
Getting the Titans to relinquish the territory they've seized won't be easy. Such things may not hold any interest for me, but my fellow Titans must have had their reasons for attacking.
And I'm guessing the reason was just the boss said so.
I suggest you take a little tour of the digital world to see more of its current state.
A tour, huh? Maybe the Locomon Railroad would.
Unfortunately, the railroad isn't running now. See? It's like I said, there's so much you don't know.
Yeah, but what happened to the railroad though? Why can't we use Locomon?
The factorial area that powers the railroad has undergone a drastic makeover, you see.
And what's that got to do with the Rails? Like, I know the answer because I've played the game before, but it really is weird how she phrases it that way.
Oh. If you're seeking a means of transportation, I can introduce you to a friend of mine. They might be able to help.
Behold! He's now an even
I
bigger
spoke with Master
blimp.
Blipmon, and he has agreed to transport you.
Thank you. But why are you helping us so much?
Yeah, you should be suspicious of that. Because why would a Titan be so super duper mega friendly out of nowhere to just a couple of strangers you met today?
I can't say this too loudly, but the truth is, I'm gathering what could be called the more moderate Digimon among the Titans. Remember, more than a few Titans wish to see an end to this conflict too.
I had no idea. Hearing that makes me feel kind of happy.
Personally, I couldn't care less about controlling territory, so I hope your negotiations go well.
Wow, I didn't think any Digimon like Lanamon existed. Lanamon's right, you know. We have to learn more about the way the digital world is now.
Oh, that's right! Didn't you say you were looking for a certain Digimon that's a skilled healer? If I had to guess, I'd say you might be able to find such a healer in a village by the sea. It just so happens I have some important business to do there, so how about we go together?
Thanks!
Like I said, there are moderates among the Titans too. All right then, shall we be off?
I understand they just want to get it over with the conflict, but they
Prepare for
really are
takeoff!
being quite trusting of Ranamon. Like a bit too trusting. Well, not, and I'm not just saying that because Ranamon is a Titan. I'm saying that because they know the digital world has changed, and the first one is willing to talk. They'll just go like, "Oh, this must be perfectly normal then for one Titan out of the many to want to talk." To see, I wonder how Shellmon is doing. Oh, you know Shellmon, do you? We've been to the Abyss area before. Is Shellmon a friend of yours too? You could say that, because the business I mentioned earlier is with none other than Shellmon. Is Shellmon doing well these days? I should say so. After all, Shellmon was able to, by herself, rebuild that village that was once uninhabitable because of the Titans. And thanks to her persistent peace negotiation with the Sea Titans, that village is allowed more autonomy than most. Shellmon's talking things out, just like you were hoping, and it seems to have made the Titans there more peaceful. Shellmon's trying to protect that village. As a moderate Titan, I've been meeting with Shellmon in secret. We get along as our visions for the future aligns. The Titans are only interested in the current. Our talks focus on whether the village will relinquish control of it. As long as the Titans can get their hands on the energy of the current there, the rest must seem like small potatoes. See, take a look for yourself. The ocean, it turned red? Ah, I see a certain person that can turn water to wine visited the Abyss area. So it's not the sea we're looking at, it's a giant pool of wine. No way, it was blue just 8 years ago. That's because we missed the rise of missed the rise of the person that changed everything to wine. And so did Bacchusmon. He also missed that person. Because if Bacchusmon would have met him, he would have never let him go. He wouldn't be like, you stay here now, just so you can have everything be turned to booze. Did I read that dialogue? I'm gonna check. I'd wager this stymied flow of the current has something to do with that. Anyway, we almost reached the village. Yeah, I didn't read that. Sorry.
And here we are.
This current Lanamon mentioned, that's a resource of the digital world, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense with the voice acting there, because why did they hire Ranamon? Dang, I have to be in the corner twice now because of the slip of a tongue. Why was Ranamon's voice actress told to read that little portion of, and here we are, but not the other things she spoke? It just doesn't add up why the last thing she said in that sentence is voiced when the other sentences weren't. It just doesn't make sense.
And if the conflict started over control of this resource, it might be a difficult problem to solve indeed. Lots of the conflicts in our world happened over resources. Any history book will tell you how awful that can get.
Yes, because greed, man. Greed. I'm heading over to see Shellmon right away. Want to come with? I say we go with Ranamon. Shellmon left this area once, but I guess she must have come back, huh? And she's been negotiating with the Titans all this time. That's pretty awesome. That means she gets that fighting only robs people of what they love. I think Shellmon might be our best hope. But we're supposed to negotiate with the Titans, though. Shellmon isn't a Titan. Well, what's the point of negotiating with her? She's already on our side. Yes, call the hunch, but I'd say that'll help you cut to the heart of the matter quickly. Alright then, let's head on over.
It doesn't look like there are any Titans to be found. I bet it's all thanks to Shellmon's hard work.
Yeah, how can we tell that some Digimons aren't Titan? Are and aren't a Titan? Like, how can we tell? Because there were a bunch of Kamimons in Central Town that is overrun by Titans. And here we see Kamimon as well. How the heck do we know that the Kamimon in Central Town are Titans and the ones here in Abyss area aren't? How do we know when they look exactly the same, the two Kamimons?
Still, everyone looks so depressed. We'd better ask Shellmon what's going on around here. Yeah, let's hurry.
Wait, what was it you said, operator? So I suppose it is like returning from the realm of sleep in the Rip Van Winkle story. You could probably even write a sequel after all the things you experienced. Sure. The human world and the digital world seem to have reciprocal effects on each other. Our statistics show that times of social unrest see a rise in anomalies. But if anomalies are in fact related to Digimon, the association starts to grow hazy. If we could only grasp the principles behind it all, we could blow the whole thing open. Take for example how even in the post-infernal world, strife over resources is still a thing. Meanwhile, in the digital world, they're fighting over the current. If you say so, Mr. Operator. And then this way. But yeah, I cannot wait for the time when I get to get Megas and Ultra level Digimons to be able to just be able to use the DLC Digimons in this playthrough. And honestly, that's just impeccable timing of me to be playing Digimon Time Stranger on my channel as they release the DLC.
Wow.
Alright, Shellmon. What's the matter? Is something wrong? It's just that it feels so strange to see Shellmon again. For Shellmon, it's been 8 years since we last saw each other, right? Wonder if she recognizes us. It was a sad goodbye back then. I hope we can have a good time chatting now.
Hey, Shellmon, you've got visitors.
That's not a Shellmon, that's a busty blonde. What do you mean, Shellmon?
You're the only one who still calls me that, you know. Now, as for my guests... wait, what?
Yeah, no. Digimon lost blood from his brain again.
Oh, hold on. You mean you're Shellmon? Same as the one from back then?
Yeah. Bet you didn't see that coming, did you, Digimon? That little... or that big shelled monster would turn out to be a beautiful blonde with... that is not ashamed to show skin.
I can hardly believe this. Yes, I remember all of you. It seems you've all been through some things as well. I go by Venusmon now. This Digimon you seek, well-versed in the healing arts. I think they're referring to me.
Makes sense.
Didn't I predict you could cut to the heart of the matter quickly? I had a feeling this was the one you were seeking. Digimon come from all around for her healing touch.
I can imagine that. I can imagine a lot of the Digimons go, Venusmon, I happen to stub my toe, I need your care. The next day, oh no, I hurt my wrist. Can you look at my wound again? And there probably like a whole line of Digimon outside of Venusmon's house, filled with Digimon that have injuries that need to be taken care of by Venusmon.
Even Titans come here for help. Titans like me, for instance.
I don't think like you, but I can believe Titans would come here for Venusmon, because, you know, just look at Venusmon.
I can act this way despite being a Titan. Because you nursed me back to health, and you didn't care who I was or where I came from. That takes me back. You're the only one who still calls me that, you know.
Venusmon, we need your help. Merukimon is in the human world and is hurt. Pretty badly from the sound of it.
That is quite concerning indeed. Still, the very idea of leaving here is simply unfathomable, not with things as they stand now. Though we have a temporary ceasefire, the period we agreed on will soon come to an end.
Can't you just ask for an extension? I mean, I'm sure you can find a way to ask for an extension of this date that you agreed upon with the ceasefire. You know, you just have to send a drawing or a picture of yourself bending over, like bending over just slightly so that they can get a full view of her cleavage, and then whoever's in charge of the Titans would just go, heck yeah, we can extend the period however long you want, Venusmon. It's super easy, really. She just has to use her assets.
In that case, this might solve the problem.
Is that a picture of Venusmon?
Here it is. Remember this little beauty you asked me for? A present as a token of peace, I believe you were thinking.
That's not a picture of Venusmon. Venusmon, why aren't you using your assets? Did you lose your brain cells when you digivolved from Shellmon?
All that remains is to give it to the Titans. And I've got an idea. Why not ask these folks to deliver it?
Yeah, that's not shady at all.
The other Titans and I don't exactly see eye to eye, after all.
Mm-hmm. Yet you could be in the bar in Central Town without a problem. If you and the Titans don't see eye to eye, then how come you could be in the bar without a problem?
But you folks are good at talking to anyone, friend or foe. Besides, I imagine you could handle anything that might pop up along the way as well.
So, what should we do?
Alright, let's take that request.
Okay, let's go.
The Titans around here won't be a problem, or shouldn't be anyway. The temporary ceasefire's still in place, after all.
Alright then. We're off, Venusmon.
That's a mighty big bottle, by the way.